One right now. Welcome back to CW Iowa Live. Lou and meteorologist James Peterson here along with Bobby Johnson. He is from Golden Rule Heating and Cooling, Plumbing, Heating and Cooling. You guys are probably some of the most busy guys, at least several times a year when the temperature finally starts going down and when the temperature finally starts going up. I'm sure your phone is ringing off the hook.
Exactly. Yeah. When it gets extreme outside one way or the other, then that's when the phone goes crazy for sure.
But you guys have one heck of a business. You have everything covered when it talks about keeping people comfortable in their home or their business.
We certainly try to, yeah. We're one of few, there are several others out there, but one of few that do plumbing, heating, and cooling, full service on all three sides year round.
So if anything does happen, this is something you want to have a number on the back of your door, you know, so in case anything does happen.
We keep it on the refrigerator.
Yeah, on a magnet or something.
Yep.
Yeah, keep
magnet
it right
on
there.
the refrigerator. Yeah, bookmark in the iPhone or tablet. Something handy when you need us. Not something you think about all the time, but when you need us, we're on standby.
Well, there are certain things that you guys do, unlike any others. There are certain rules that you guys live by. For example, now what are some of those to give people an idea of what you're all about?
So Golden Rule to us, it's more than just the name of the company. You guys know the Golden Rule: treat others the way you want to be treated. That's how we try to live each day, both inside the company as employees to each other, as well as outside of the company. Obviously, the customer service or experience that we try to create. So not just that one Golden Rule, but 5 golden rules that we try to stress internally all the time. Our rules are RULES: respect, understanding, loyalty, expertise, and service. That's what we try to create from day one, from the hiring and interviewing process all the way to the experience that we try to create in the home. Not, everybody can say customer service. We try to provide that great customer service, and we certainly do as well, but we try to take that one step further and actually create a customer experience that we can replicate each time, that hopefully they see something different in us.
Right, so you have the respect covered. Obviously, you want to treat customers the way that you want to be treated, the understanding, and that is mainly because if somebody calls you, they're probably in a crisis mode. They have something going on.
Yeah, exactly. Most of the time, now we do have, and we can talk about in a second, regular maintenance and routine programs throughout the year. But when the phone is ringing, if somebody is calling us, then most of the time, there's an emergency situation. There's water somewhere, or they're hot or they're cold.
Well, tell us how important those regular season maintenance schedules are.
They really make all the difference in the world. A regular maintenance on your program is not only going to help it keep it running at its max efficiency, which is what we're all looking for these days, keep that monthly bill as low as possible.
Right.
But also just to extend the life of the equipment. Obviously, regular maintenance routine, catch some of those things before they become a bigger problem than what they have to be, as well as just the cleaning, changing the filters, things like that. Now, we have what we feel like is one of the best deals in town. We have our $99 Gold Club membership.
Okay, now what's that all entail?
So, break it down as simple as possible. That is a system check both in the fall and in the spring. So 2 visits from us, and on one of those 2 visits, since we are also full service plumbing company, then you're also going to get a plumbing inspection on one of those 2 visits of your choosing. And that's when we're calling you twice a year. When you call us any other time during the year, we come out for free. We diagnose for free.
Whoa, back up. Say that again.
We come out for free.
So you're not going to
no trip charges.
You're not going to tack a trip charge onto this if you're part of the Gold Club membership.
If you're part of the Gold Club membership, and we don't charge any emergency fees anyway to anyone, but as a Gold Club membership, we come out 24/7, 365 for free. We diagnose any issue for free. You get front of the line service above any non-Gold Club members, as well as you'll get 10% off any repair that might need to happen.
And that was $99 for the year.
For a 12-month period. Yep, from whenever you sign up, 12 months.
How long have you guys been offering this program?
We've been offering it for about 3 or 4 years now, and had extremely wild success.
It's got to be popular. It has to be.
Our goal this year was to have 3,500 by the end of this week, and we're going to push closer to 4,500.
Wow.
So that tells you how successful it really is. Because again, 2 trips a year just to make sure everything is up to speed.
That's a small amount of money for an investment to keep Your system's running good.
That's an insurance policy against problems.
Well, when you think about it, what a typical repair could cost you on the plumbing or heating side, then those regular maintenance visits to help control all of that and to give you a heads up before a minor problem could turn into a major one.
And one of the things that I really enjoyed about, because they've done some work at my house, one of the things that I really enjoyed about the way that the person that came over to fix my problem treated my house like it was their own. They came in, and I think when they left, it was cleaner than when they got there, which was really a nice change.
Well, we try to. We have some nice red little plastic booties.
They say put the little boots on.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I said, don't worry about it. I said, the carpet's dirty. There's dogs all over the house. He said, nope. Put the things on anyway.
Yeah. So it starts at the front door, making sure we're parked right and shoes are covered. And, yeah, that's that customer experience that I talked about earlier that we try to set from the time that we answer the phone to the time that one of the guys or gals are shaking your hand on the way out the door.
No, it is a great experience, and I was very pleased, and I will use your service again.
Well, we appreciate that.
Yeah, but I'm not. Be honest with you, full disclosure, I'm not part of this $99 Gold Club membership.
Well, we can fix that.
There's no way you're not. Now, you all kinds of heating and cooling. Is that correct?
All kinds, yeah.
Okay.
Now, we are, here's another difference from us with some of the other companies in town is we are full service plumbing, heating, and cooling, as well as geothermal equipment. However, one thing that we do a little bit different is we almost exclusively only service existing homes. We don't do new construction work. We do very, very little commercial work. That's not to say that we can't, but our focus is your existing homes here and helping them run as peak as they should, even if it's 50 years old or brand new.
Mm-hmm. How about that? And what's the average lifespan of, say, an air conditioning unit in central Iowa? Obviously, because we have different conditions than they do elsewhere, but around here.
Certainly is going to determine, or certainly depend somewhat on the age of the equipment. When it was installed. Are we talking, 10, 15 years ago? Then you're probably at about its average lifespan. The newer equipment now that we're installing has the best warranties available in the business. You're talking lifetime warranties on your two major components of your furnace and your air in a traditional furnace and air conditioning setup. So some of the best warranties that you can get out there. But right now, you're probably, for most homeowners in that 15-year range, that's probably about the average until you change over to some of the newer.
Now, how can people get a hold of you?
Yep.
Most easiest way is hop on the website, Golden Rule PHC, as in plumbing, heating,
and cooling. Yeah.
GoldenRulePHC.com. Can always find us there. More information about the Gold Club membership, services, or call us 986-2424. 888-986-2424.
All right, wonderful. Great job, man. Thank you so much for being here.
Appreciate it.
And I'm looking forward to being a Gold Club
Thanks,
member.
Thank you.
That works. All right.
Absolutely.
All right, we will be right back. It is 10 minutes before 8 o'clock right now when we return. Animal Story.